1.
The lie detector from artificial intelligence is now available to everyone. AI has long learned to recognize lies, but now this ability is available to any internet user. The neural network named LiarLiar is fully compatible with such popular video calling programs as Zoom, Google Meet, and Skype. You can also use it on YouTube or explore any other offline videos with it. The AI analyzes the micro-movements, heart rate, facial expressions, and body language of the subject under study to detect deception. And now you can evaluate the veracity of the statements of your friend or employee, Bill Clinton or Vladimir Putin.
2.
The world's first artificial intelligence canteen has opened in China. 1.5 billion is a very large figure. So big that Chinese civilization has to invent new ways to accelerate. And even such a seemingly familiar phenomenon as a queue in the dining room can be changed for the better with the help of artificial intelligence. Here is a catering establishment that can serve 12 people per minute or 1 customer in 5 seconds. It is enough for a person to fill his tray and show it to the cashier robot so that he scans all the dishes, determines their weight, and then generates an invoice. In general, the cashier in the Chinese canteen has ceased to be a weak link in the chain of a complex and important process of feeding the Chinese people.
3.
Artificial intelligence will change team sports beyond recognition. A neural network called Tactical AI has generated tactical football playing schemes that surpassed the wildest expectations of professional coaches in their effectiveness. Sensors embedded in the players' uniforms collect huge amounts of data during matches and training sessions, which a person is not able to process efficiently. Using this data, artificial intelligence selects players for a specific game and determines their place in the developed tactical schemes. The neural network is also able to analyze video recordings of past games of any football team and point out tactical mistakes made by players. But there is also a downside to the coin. Team sports have every chance to turn into well-directed staged shows like wrestling.
4.
What can you expect from cinema using artificial intelligence? This creepy movie was created by a musician who had absolutely no experience in making videos up to this point. The creator of the short film calls himself the Enigma TNG. He worked on his masterpiece for 2 weeks, and the result would have cost him exorbitant money more recently. The movie Magethadon, The Carnival of Nightmares, tells about the near future, where a neural network that understands human emotions lives its life in the twilight zone between the material and virtual worlds. To create this gloomy short film, the musician used the neural networks Caber AI and Pika, which are available to any internet user. And if amateurs can make films of this level today, then what can we expect tomorrow from cinema professionals? We'll find out very soon.
5.
Artificial intelligence is taking over television. On television screens in various countries, it is increasingly possible to see TV presenters generated using neural networks. So, for example, in Russia and India, AI TV presenters have long been talking about the weather, admiring the male part of the audience with their extraterrestrial appearance. And until today, journalists working in newsrooms wrote texts to such TV stars. However, their South Korean colleagues decided to take the next step. The Jeju provincial government has hired a virtual TV presenter to work on a weekly news program on a state-owned channel. The texts for the South Korean beauty are written by ChatGPT 4, and this bundle has reduced the budget costs for news production several times. This means that there will be fewer people on TV and more unemployed TV presenters.
6.
ChatGPT has acquired a physical body to help with household chores. The lightweight frame of the robot created by Figure does not yet know how to walk, but any housewife could envy its sensitive hands. This household assistant is responsible for the perception of the world around him. There are many sensors that exchange data with ChatGPT every second. Thanks to this, AI can fully communicate and interact with people, analyzing the surrounding information in real time. In this video, at the request of a human, the robot removes garbage from the table, puts the plates in their places, and hands the apple to the person. Very soon, this assistant will learn to walk, and then the 2004 film, I, Robot, starring Will Smith, will no longer be fiction.
7.
AI Bodyguard is a source of danger. A video of a bodyguard robot designed to protect young children from attack during their walks without parental supervision has appeared on the internet. The robot is equipped with a video camera and 2 guns of impressive size, which fire rubber bullets in case of danger. The guidance system of this formidable weapon is synchronized with the helmet on the child's head, and the interaction of the robot and the human resembles a computer game. Artificial intelligence determines the degree of danger from people around them and decides whether to use weapons to protect the child. The only problem is that in real life, a child, frightened, covers his eyes with his hands and turns away from the source of danger, which means that the bodyguard can shoot his own client.
8.
The Sora neural network is an oracle that predicts the future. With all this hype around Sora, people have forgotten that the main goal of its developers is to teach the neural network to understand the physical world and the ability to model it. To model the world on a visual level means to decide 25 times per second exactly what the next frame of the video will be, generated based on data from the previous video sequence. In other words, the neural network literally models future options and chooses the most relevant option from these options. It remains to extend this experience not to seconds, minutes, or hours, but, for example, to days, months, or even years, and you will receive an oracle predicting the future. Now it becomes clear exactly how the technology of predicting the future, described in the 2002 science fiction film Minority Report, starring Tom Cruise, will work.
9.
Humanoid robots are preparing to participate in the war. Senior U.S. military officials predict that androids will take an active part in combat operations as early as 2030. For example, this robot named Petman is already being used today to test uniforms, protective suits, and other means of maintaining the viability of military personnel. But his abilities impressed the Pentagon representatives so much that the military did not rule out the possibility of using this android as a fighter on the battlefield. Petman is a unique invention that exactly matches the average human characteristics. The android can move at different speeds, jump, squat, do push-ups, and keep its balance, even with external influences.
10.
The development of AI will push humanity to create superhumans. The world community is gradually getting used to the idea that, sooner or later, artificial intelligence will get out of control and begin to control humanity. Well, geneticists say, since at this level of its development human civilization is not able to withstand AI, it is necessary to move on to the next, higher level of human development. If we don't do it, the Chinese will. Most likely, this is what the lifting of the ban on the creation of super babies using genetic scissors will look like. At the same time, everyone understands perfectly well that humanity has driven itself into the position of a zugzwang, in which any course of our civilization leads to a deterioration of its position. Perhaps superhumans will be so smart that they will be able to keep artificial intelligence under control, but this will only worsen the situation of an ordinary person.
11.
What would light-skinned Hollywood stars look like if they were of African descent? Someone's inquisitive mind formulated this question for one of the generative neural networks, and this is what came out of it. I wonder if you can recognize these actors in their full transformation on a genetic level. These are Leonardo DiCaprio, Angelina Jolie, and Harrison Ford. Here are Ben Affleck, Bradley Cooper, and Johnny Depp. And this is what the neural network thinks George Clooney, Mel Gibson, and Tom Hanks might look like.
12.
Artificial intelligence will pay you money for nothing. The rapid development of AI in the face of competition from major market players will cause unemployment and tension in society. Artificial intelligence will be able to replace human labor in most industries, and many people will lose the meaning of life, as neural networks will surpass humans in all types of activities without exception. Unemployment will lead to the introduction of a universal basic income and regular cash payments from the state to all citizens without any conditions. Funding for universal basic income funds will come from donations from AI giants, who will share a small part of their super profits with the unemployed, and then the circle will close. Humanity will become completely dependent on AI, which will not only pay benefits to the unemployed, but also completely change the very nature of money. We are talking more about artificial intelligence on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe.